Good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful women. So it's Monday and it's Pause with Elizabeth Elenor, and I just got a message. And today I want to talk to you about love. I want to talk to you about love, and you may have noticed that there's a bit of a theme happening with me at the moment because I am really doing a deep dive into how come so many women are wanting to find their beautiful soul-aligned partner and just can't find them, right? Just can't get into that same vibration as someone that they really care for or that really cares for them and is soul aligned, is on the same journey, is on the same path, is really connected. Hey Sarah, lovely to have you here. And so there's a few elements that come with this, right? There's a few parts to this that you really need to look at. What's going on in your, self-awareness? How aligned are you to calling in that beautiful relationship or those beautiful relationships in your work, in your business, in all of the different elements? Because I've got to tell you, it wasn't until I really found that beautiful soul aligned partner, and if you've been watching me for a while, hi. If this is the first time, please say hi in the comments and hit replay hashtag replay to let me know that you're here, because I love connecting with you. But it wasn't until I really looked deeply into myself that I stopped attracting all of those narcissistic behavior patterns of relationships with emotionally unattached men that really didn't know how to communicate, how to deal with the beautiful woman's emotions that come up when we need some support and want to express ourselves. How to support a woman to feel safe in a relationship, right? Because we all want safety. We all want to know that we've got this love and nurturing and someone that can hold that container for us. But if we haven't held the container for ourselves, how are we going to draw that energy, energetically align with that partner? We need to know, you need to know what's going on internally within you that is holding you back from really energetically aligning with that partner that you want. So what does that mean? Who is it that you really want in your life? What are the traits? What are the qualities? What would really make your heart sing? What are some of the things that you want that partner to really connect with you? What parts are you okay? You don't want someone that's going to be, connected to you so deeply that you never have any time to yourself. What are the parts that you feel comfortable with? You want to hold by yourself. You want to connect and have to yourself. And what are the parts that you really want to explore and deeply align with somebody else, right? How do you know? You only know by really connecting with yourself, looking in, reflecting on what it is that you want. You want to know where you want to go. Who is it that you want to create in your life, right? That's the first part. You want to know where, what are the qualities? What are the traits? What are your must-haves, and what are your ones that won't have a bar of? Because you need to know your boundaries. You need to be able to hold your own container. You need to know who it is that you're calling in and what you'll agree with and what you won't agree with. What are your what's the word for it? What are your limitations? What are the things that you are going to be completely like, nah, that's not on. I don't want that in my life at all. You need to know yourself, because if you don't know yourself, you can't call in somebody and think that you're going to know them, right? I know that when I actually started creating these awarenesses, when I started recognizing the same faces that I was bringing into my life, the same narcissistic behaviors in relationships, the same people that didn't have the honesty that I had or the integrity that I had. I had to look at where is the depth of my own integrity? Where am I not being true to myself? What am I not expressing to other people about what I really feel? Where am I sitting with my own integrity? All of those things. How can you align with integrity if you haven't got it yourself? What are some of the things that your belief systems? What do you believe? What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about others? All of these questions, you need to do a deep dive and self-reflect. What are some of the emotions that you're holding into your body, like that are stored from previous relationships, that are really, really deeply rooted and are causing you to hold your heart, disconnected from really receiving love? Because I know when I'd done a lot of work on myself before I met Tim at the beach. I had been working on myself for a very long time, 25 years of being a healer, 7 years of past life regression, really deep diving, stripping all of the past lives, all of the stuff that was getting in the way, all of the frequencies that was holding me in patterns of behavior, of limitation, of not feeling confident in myself, not feeling worthy, feeling abandoned, feeling deeply hurt and pain and grieving from separation and isolation that I had caused of myself, right? And feeling like I wasn't understood. People didn't understand me, right? Cup of tea. And so all of those things I had to look at and deeply process and release, right? So 7 years of past life regression. Then I went into a thing called EQT, this energetic quantum transformation. I did a lot of releasing through those processes. But even with all of that stuff, we never stop, right? We're constantly looking and finding more expressions, more frequencies that are in misalignment with who we really want to become, who we are deep inside, who we are, that light that we are inside. Do you relate to that? Let me know in the chat if you relate to that, recognition of constantly having to look at ourselves to find more pieces, right? I had a big weekend. I didn't want to wake up this morning. So even when I found Tim, just before I'd met Tim, I found another belief with another, I had a date with a guy, and he had helped me find that I had two conflicting beliefs within me. One, that I wanted to be special in my man's life. I wanted someone to see me as their woman, right? And not love or, treat me better than, or not better, special compared to other women, right? I wanted someone that was mine and I was theirs. And then I had this other belief that it was okay to love everyone, right? It was okay to express yourself and love all men and women, and they were conflicting within me. So that vibration wasn't calling in the real man that I wanted in my life, because there was these two different conflicting vibrations within me that was holding me back from attracting and energetically aligning with that man, right? And then when I found Tim, I even had another one where I thought that my heart was open to him. I thought that I was giving everything. But then I found this other deeper layer of worrying that he was going to go, die, pass away, and I would be left by myself. So deep that it was like, was really, really deep. And it was from way back, 15 years old, and my dad passed away, right? So there's all of these different layers within us that are holding us back from actually attracting that soul-aligned partner. We've got to, you want to look at your boundaries. What is it that you will, that you want? What are your, I can't think of the word. What are your non-negotiables? Non-negotiables, that's the right word. What are your non-negotiables in life, right? What are your beliefs? What beliefs are holding you back from attracting a partner? What are your emotions that are deeply embedded from your childhood or from other lives, for example? All of those things are frequencies that are holding on and vibrationally causing chaos within your body. And if you don't have your system dialed into 97.9 or whatever frequency it is that alignment is, then it's going to be like this, and you guys gonna miss each other, right? I moved down from far north Queensland to in what I thought I was being called by my higher self to move, right? I got a really clear experience. You're moving. And I went, I'm not moving. I love where I'm living, right? But it kept on coming. You're moving, you're moving, you're moving. I knew it wasn't just my house. I knew it was my whole location. I had no idea where I was moving to. I ended up in Sydney, and it was because I was looking after my mum, and my children were there, my whole family was there, and that was why I was in Sydney. I had no idea that it actually was because I was, as well as all of that stuff, but I was calling in a beautiful partner. I was calling someone in I enjoyed where I was at. I loved my life. Everything was going well. And I thought that I was abundant. And I was at a certain level. But it wasn't until, and I just wanted someone that I knew was going to experience the journey with me. I just wanted to have fun with someone. I wanted to share what was going on for me. And so here I was moving down to Sydney, and after I, did what I needed to do there, all my responsibilities, again, I got this, it's time to move. It's okay. You can move out of this space. Where are you going to move to? And I was drawn to move down to the beaches in South Coast of New South Wales. All of those alignments, if I didn't listen, I would not have met this beautiful man that I'm now engaged to, right? All of those things were little breadcrumbs that I followed, that I listened to really draw in this energetically aligned. Good morning, Nicolette. Lovely to have you here. I've been watching your reels lately. I watched your routine. It looks fantastic. So all of these things to energetically align to where I, happened to go to the beach and happened to connect. Good morning, Tam. Lovely to have you here. And so all of those things were all vibrational frequencies that I had to pull away and to step out of and to really connect with what my heart was saying. I listened, right? And because of that, I also then, by the way, when we did get together, it didn't stop. I still had to look at what was happening, because I found myself in those frequencies where things were all the rest of my life started falling apart. And that's when I discovered the one with my dad, and also a belief where I felt like I couldn't have it all. I wasn't worthy. And once I cleared those beliefs, Once I found them, you've got to find them to start with, right? You've got to understand yourself enough to find them. Once I cleared those beliefs, that's when things started shifting in my life. That's when abundance came in. That's when I started aligning in my business and it started exploding. I just had last week, I had my biggest week ever in my income. And it was also the biggest week in the expenses that I put out. I put out $5,000 to invest in a business opportunity, an investment, business training, $1,000 for a new business opportunity, and another $1,500, all in one day actually. Another $1,500 to get someone to support me with my, a contractor to support me with my business. I spent all of that. And that week, I also made $26,000 in 1 week. All because I'm in alignment with my frequency of love. I'm receiving love. I'm in alignment with all of my beliefs. What beliefs are within me that were holding me back from connecting deeply within inside of myself with my abundance? So what is it in you that's holding you back from having everything that you want? All the love, all the abundance, all the clients, all the passion, all of the health, all of the things that are aligned, that you have access to. What is it that's holding you back from having all of that stuff? Because if you don't have what you want, if you aren't aligned, you're not receiving everything that you want, then there is a mindset, belief system, emotion trapped. There's something going on that you have the ability to look at, explore, experience, understand, release, and then realign. Realign with what it is that you want to call in. I know this. I have the authority to say this to you because I have experienced it. I have been looking at my shadows for many years. I have been clearing those shadows. I have been realigning with beliefs that serve me. I have been calling in the parts of myself that are attuned to that wealth, to that success, to that love. And I've got the results to prove it. I've got the success. I've got the success in my business. I've got the success in my health. I've got the success in my wealth. I've got the success in my love, in my relationships, right? I know how this works, and I'm saying this with authority because I know that you want this as well. You want to find love. You want to align with that business success. You want to connect in with the wealth that's in all parts of your life. So what's stopping you? What's stopping you from having that now? And are you prepared and committed to yourself to go in and look at what's going on there? Are you committed to yourself to find those limitations, those beliefs, those emotions that are trapped? Are you prepared to do the deep dive? And if you know anything about me, the deep dive doesn't have to be re-traumatizing yourself, right? We've got this beautiful connection, this beautiful process called recoding that actually stops from all that crap of having to go over and rehash all the pain and the grief and bring it all back up again. We can just recode it, shift it from where it came from in the source, and shift it automatically, right? Permanently, bang, done. You're in alignment when you know what it is that you want to create. When you can do all of those things, I've got these notifications just pouring in. When you can do all of those things And I'm telling you that there is a really easy way of doing that. That's when your life starts just accelerating. My life is accelerating big time. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful to be in alignment and to have someone sitting next to me that's right on track with me, right? Ready to grow at the same rate. Sitting there, talking about it, expressing it, having meetings and conversations about it. What is it we want to choose? Having a little bit of a deep dive into our current reality and going, okay, this is now getting into that, low vibration. What are we doing to shift it? What is it we want to create instead? And choosing that together is a really, really beautiful place. So I have a 12-week course coming up in August. I think it starts on the 22nd. It's 555. Really cheap 12-week course. And you need to ask yourself, are you self-led? Are you self-committed? Are you ready? Are you ready to experience everything that you want to experience in your life? Drop an emoji down or DM me. Enjoy the rest of your day.